It's another perfect night for a girl fight. You know how it'd be around my way. But who amongst us doesn't like to get into a little trouble now and again? Martial law be damned. We own these streets. Cause in this PC Super Engine whatever game, that Sukiban gangster girl lifestyle is on full display. And let me tell you, it feels nice to finally get some representation. Growing up, the aesthetic of Japan's biker girl gangs from back in the day was a huge influence. From the fashion to the take-no-crap mentality, the brass-knuckle street fights, and those cute little bikes. Just love all of it. So let's throw down with a weird and wacky action brawler that's kinda broken, kinda slow, but also kinda dumb and lovable. We're playing Anisan. Coming out in '95 from NEC, the title directly translates to Big Sister, but it basically refers to the gang's leader. For the comic peeps, my big sister was Rumi, which is why she's still willing to jump into fights for any one of us who's still part of the crew. That is to say, the Sukiban culture has had a huge impact across many mangas and games, not just our comic, although this title really hits it home. It may be cartoonish and a parody, but it gets the fashion and music right. I know it's making fun of me, but that's okay, cause at least it's accurately making fun of me. Plot synopsis. You're a member of the girly girl gang known as Eden, although I is the de facto main of the plot, and the most balanced of your starter Pokemon. Her literal big sister, also former entitled big sister, Yuko, got kidnapped by a rival gang. So in a reverse of norms, you and the new girls gotta rescue her. And so we set out to challenge any of the first 4 gangs claiming territory across Matriarch Island. This is of course some random internet joke started by virgins, and the game in fact takes place in Kanto. There's just lots of chicks. It's not even all chicks, just mostly chicks. You'd think that'd be a good thing for playing the odds, like, oh no, there's too many titties. I hope I don't get squished in between them on the bullet train. Gameplay-wise, it's that simplicity you would expect. Arcade beat 'em up on the turbo graphics. Say no more. No, for real, shut the fuck up and plug in a real console. Look, it plays good enough for what it is. Y'all know this system was mostly built for fully voiced anime cutscenes and upskirt panty shots, okay? And this game does in fact deliver on the nip slips, so I'm cutting it slack, cause the girls are stacked. But let's be real. You put this side by side with Streets of Rage, it is getting stomped, no question. The level design is literally walk left to right down a flat city street with 0 obstacles. Every level. We're talking one repeated slummy city theme the entire run. I can't even tell the levels apart. Is this the one with the bombs or the strip clubs? Then we got the combat itself, which is the only reason you play this type of game to begin with, and it ain't great. Although a lot of it comes down to how counterintuitive it is compared to other beat-em-ups, which will send many people off packing before they give the game a fair shot. Normally you want to be the aggressor, controlling the screen area while moving around the enemies so that they're never to your back. Staying on top of them after you knock them down just to finish the job. You get it, we've all played Final Fight. The point being that in this game, you need to play defensively from the center. Range is on your side, so you let the enemies come to you. You never approach unless you have to, and the second you knock them down, get away, cause they are going to catch you with a wake-up every single time. And even worse, at the start, you can lose in maybe 3 hits, and you got 1 life per character, kinda. You lose, and you get kicked from the level, forced to start over. All of this combined might trick someone into thinking that this game is really hard, so they just won't play it, but you spend the extra 10 minutes figuring it out, and suddenly it's the easiest shit you'll ever play. And the game actually gets much easier as you go. The second you get access to your house, you are free to spend your winnings on upgrades, and this shit is kinda neat, if a bit simplistic. Cause of course I want to get all the pink biker gear, do the matching set, show it off, but you know the best item's gonna be the one that costs the most. Still, they kept it fun. You get to decorate your room with all of the cute accessories you'd expect to see a teenage girl have. I got this cute stuffed cat, some posters of a hunky idol, brass knuckles, a new jacket, and this cool knife I'm gonna use to cut myself after the video. But that's not all. We have bonus games, which were a bit confusing at first since I never learned to read good. But just like your first time having sex, you just close your eyes and feel around till you figure it out or someone gives up and leaves. Did manage to beat the first game though, which is basically an ugly bitch contest, where you're trying to spin your finger around the D-pad like you want to tickle it, until your player makes the most hideous O face witnessed by mortals. The second game, I didn't do too great at, which is disappointing, since it's all about drag racing bikes and that's kinda my thing. Did figure out how to get the engine going, but using the clutch was a whole other matter, which is kind of funny since most new riders in real life stall out all the time, so I guess I'm the stupid squid here. Hilariously, this game wants you to save, but it's barely like 5 levels. Technically, you can replay the old ones to gain up money and max out your equipment, but my guy, this game is laughably easy, so you'd have to be weirdly obsessed with 100%ing games to even want to do this. What's also weird as fuck are these little portrait mini-dreams sequence whatevers you'll sometimes randomly get when you leave this area. And it's all in Japanese, so I ain't got a clue what the hell's going on. It looks cool though. The best feature by far is legit the Mega Man style level select, but for its own reason that somehow adds replayability to this pretty shallow beat 'em up. You see, technically when you lose a life, the character is knocked out and they can recover a round or two later. Similarly, most of the bosses from this game are actually playable when you defeat them. But also they need time to recover too, meaning you want to be smart about the order you select the levels in order to make sure you can use the one you want. Or you could probably just replay the level later. I'm kind of ruining that point I made earlier, whatever. It's still neat. Even if most of the boss fights consist of you just distancing yourself while they perform their super duper awesome cool attacks before you walk right up it and kick the crap out of them with zero resistance. Your main 3 characters are what you're expecting. I's got balance, these other basic bitches got power and speed. But the bosses add a bit of a wild card flair, all having weird gimmicks that stand out. Like, this chick thinks she's a vampire, that's kinda cool. And this one's got a sword and her tits are hanging out, double cool. Pretty sure this one is meant to look like Jack Hanma though, from Baki. You know the homoerotic anime about muscular naked men? Speaking of oiled up buff naked men, Choa Nikki, you ever play it? Great series. Love them all, except for the PSP version. Why are there tits in my muscular naked man game? Get that trash out of here. Anyway, Koji Hayama, dude who does the music for him, did the music for this one, and it is some fun, goofy schism. Love the intro theme. Straight up is using them tiny bike revs like a guitar. And I couldn't help but notice that one of the boss girl themes felt a little familiar. Where have all the good men gone indeed? And no, for real, where are they at? I have not gotten laid in months. It's a fucking dry spell over here. Oh, my life is sad. Anyway, sadder life. The second to last boss is this slow-moving blind chick, and halfway through pummeling her, I started wondering if maybe there's a secret ending you get for not beating a disabled person. So if you know, pop it in the comments, so I'll know what a horrible, disgusting human being I was. Did you get to the end? And I'm sorry, this is just the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Villain's got this stupid goblin mask, huge pompadour looking like a Jojo Gyaru clown frog face thing. I can't. You just walk up to her, you beat her ass. Just, punch the dumb bitch. Alright, that was Ani-san. It's got a few tiny secrets like alt endings, depending on how many bosses you get to join, and a 2-player versus mode that I assure you is not at all worth playing. But probably did help sell the game if we're being honest. Had legit played this one a few times in the past and every time wrote it off. But after seeing more than one YouTuber do the same, I got a bit curious if we might be all missing out on some lost gem here. And no, the game kinda fucking sucks, but I was legit surprised at how much was actually there. It did have some neat ideas that it brought to the table, and we never discount what a game gets right, even if it gets most things wrong. Still, if you really like beat-em-ups, you might have fun, but what do I know? I'm not even real. Gonna keep exploring these weirdo Japan exclusives for systems that nobody had, cause it does kind of feel like you're going on a treasure hunt, even though we tend to dig up more arsenic than gold. What hole will I dig myself into next? You'll have to wait and see, cause I ain't got a clue. But I would like to thank all you gangster girls out there for watching, and another thank you to everyone grabbing up them gangster girl adopts. And remember, snitches get their eyebrows shaved off.